Well, hello, everyone, and welcome into Lufkin Panther Baseball right here on Lufkin Game Time and our Cafe Del Rio pregame show live here from the Lufkin Baseball Complex where Coach John Cobb's boys are having senior night tonight, and boy, did we have a lot of them. Almost all the starting lineup tonight except for three. Our seniors and a couple of top pitchers as well for our 11th year head coach, John Cobb, as he makes his way out to the plate. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, it's our Cafe Del Rio pregame show, and it is a big one here for the Lufkin Panthers. We play host to the Bobcats of Hallsville, and at the moment, Lufkin coming in at 19-7, 10-2 in district play. Hallsville 19-8 and 9-3 in district play. Pretty much everything is set in the playoffs out of District 10-5A. Hallsville is going to be the number one seed in small school, and White House is going to be number one, and Hallsville is going to be number two. The only thing to iron out here is who's going to be number one in big school and who's going to be number two in big school, and it is very, very important because Melissa sits up there atop whoever's runner-up in our district, and they are state ranked in the top five. So with that being said, Lufkin at 10-2, Texas High, Friday's opponent. We'll have that for you right here on Lufkin Game Time as well. Sitting at 8-4, 2 games back. The schedule, however, really opens up a little bit more for them if they're able to beat us. They got Jacksonville tonight. They'll play us on Friday. Then have Nacogdoches and close with White House in a game that will not mean anything for White House. But for us to get home the number 2 ranking here in our district overall, we need to win these last 4 ball games. But in order to get the seed that we want, we either need to win 2 games or win Friday night at Texas High. And as I was talking to Coach Cobb earlier this afternoon, boy, we have had some horror shows at Texas High. All 3 games I've broadcast there have been losses in dramatic fashion in the postseason. So I don't want anything to have to go down to there. We can take a big step of going that way with winning here tonight against Hallsville. So once again, Cafe Del Rio pregame show. The coaches just met at home plate, and we'll turn it over to our PA announcer for tonight's Higginbotham Insurance starting lineup for our Lufkin Panthers. Once again, brought to you by the Davis boys at Higginbotham Insurance. Stop by and see Jamie and Mike and Lloyd and all the fine folks. That is Higginbotham Insurance with your starting lineups, and we'll turn it over to the PA man.
Trenton Johnson. Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 4, Cade Chappell. Batting 6th in center field, number 9, Cade Stuckey. Batting 7th, the first baseman, number 22, Ranson Smith. Batting 8th in right field, number 3, Landon Vineyard. And batting 9th, the second baseman, number 10, Cole Sellers. On the mound tonight for the Wildcats, number 11, Caden Akins. Assistant coaches for the Wildcats are Chase Hiles and Brian Grissom. The head coach is Chris Watley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Lufkin Panthers. Leading off in center field, number 2, Jaden Tomez. Batting second, their shortstop, number 5, Grant Stafford. Batting third at third base, number 9, Chase Camp. Batting fourth, your catcher, number 21, Jack Bowers. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 7, Mac Slayton. Batting sixth in right field, number 4, Ryan Rasmussen. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 8, Damian Diaz. Batting eighth at first base, number 15, Francisco Serrano. And batting ninth in left field, number 13, Sam Fitzgerald. And taking the mound tonight for your Panthers, number 1, Jackson Cordova. Assistant coaches for the Panthers are Colton Eberlin and David Greer. The head coach is John Cobb. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
welcome in. It's our Cafe Del Rio pregame show live here from Lufkin. As the Panthers look to lock in that 2 seed in the state playoffs. It could take the 1 seed, second seed in District 10 5A play. We went up to Hallsville and won a pitcher's duel with them about 3 weeks ago, and we will try to return the favor today. Jackson Cordova will be on the hill. In district play, he has been magnificent, 3-0 with a .46 ERA, 15 in the third innings pitched, 5 runs, only one of which was earned. He struck out 12 and walked 5 here for the senior as the right-hander takes the mound here for our Panthers. Once again, that defense for the Pack, as you heard from our Higginbotham Insurance starting lineups, left to right, it will be Camp, Stafford, Slayton, and Serrano. Bowers behind the plate. Your outfield, the freshman, Fitzgerald in left, Temez and Rasmussen out in right field. My boy out there in right. Boy, has he grown since back in the day. That is for certain. Your Panthers are in the all-white pants with the black top, purple, white numerals with a little white trim on them. And, of course, Hallsville comes in all-white road jerseys with their purple numerals and trim as well. And we are just about set for our CMC Recycling first inning. Once again, thanks for tuning in. It's been our Cafe Del Rio pregame show right here live from Lufkin's Baseball Complex. And don't forget, Friday at 5:30 with the first pitch, I'll be live in Texarkana with you as our Panthers could really lock down the runner-up spot in District 10 5A with a win on Friday. But this one's first, and we are just about set to go. The throw is down.
Catcher number 5, Dunn Smith.
And Smith, the catcher, will lead things off here for the Bobcats as we get you set for our security and guarantee first pitch of the ball game. Cordova, the right-hander, obviously working from the windup as we get set. Smith will step in from the left side. Bowers having a little technical difficulty with his chest guard, and he is just about set for play. Cordova right in the middle of that rubber. Gets his sign from Bowers, and your security and guarantee first pitch is popped up to right field. Rasmussen with some early action out there, throwing a little to his right. At 1 pitch, 1 out. Good catch out there by Ryan. And we are underway here in our CMC Recycling first inning. Good play out there. Ryan Rasmussen about 4 steps out to his right. You see it right there, your Austin Bank scoreboard. First out of this first inning. Once again, brought to you by our good friends Chris Ball and the guys at CMC Recycling. Haynes, the shortstop, steps in, and he gets fisted on the first pitch. It's 0-1. Broken bat, or wooden bat right there, would have absolutely been shattered. Bobcats. Oh, well, you know. Popped up back out of play once again by Haynes. It's 0-2. Hallsville 9-3 in district. The one loss of one of those 3 coming to Lufkin, obviously. There's a curveball drilled right to our shortstop, and that is Stafford gliding toward first base, fires a strike over to Serrano, and that'll be an easy out. 6-3 for out number 2. The Panthers retire the first 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, and the DH, Durrett, will step in again, the big left-hander. And when I say big, that is no play on words. The big left-hander steps in. First pitch a little bit outside from Cordova, and it is 1-0. Hallsville's Bobcats looking like they're going to have a first-round matchup with Lovejoy. 1-0 pitch, popped up left side. Camp drifting back. Stafford in shallow left field. Stafford calls him off, and Stafford makes the catch. Good play there by the sophomore. 2 of them that inning by our man. And 1-2-3 inning here for the Bobcats. We're headed to the bottom of the first. Brought to you by CMC Recycling. 0-0. Panthers coming to bat on Lufkin Game Time.
Need top-notch drafting services? B-Square Design has been serving Texas for 11 years with commercial and residential drafting that stands out. With 40 years of combined experience, our friendly, knowledgeable team is ready to help you bring your project to life. From cutting-edge software to large-format printing, we've got the tools to get it done. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote and consultation. B-Square Design, your trusted partner in design excellence. Proud sponsor of Lufkin Panther Sports on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up.
Let's go, Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Welcome back to Lufkin Panther baseball here on Lufkin Game Time. We move to the bottom half of the first inning. Gary Ives Jr., CMC Recycling, inning number one. Cordova with a perfect 1-2-3 in the first. And Aiken here for the Bobcats will head to the mound. His defense will be Smith behind him. Chappell, Haynes, Sewers, and Smith on the defense left to right. Johnson, Stuckey, and Vineyards in right field. We're just about set here for this bottom of the first inning. Jaden Temez, our center fielder, would lead things off. He's batting .412 in district, .311 on the season. And he is tied for our team along with Grant Stafford on the team lead in hits in district play with 14, having a spectacular season for the Panthers here, the senior in center field. Aiken still taking a few warm-ups here. Brought to you by Whataburger. Obviously, all of our stats are provided to you by Lufkin Coca-Cola. Pick up that ice-cold Lufkin Coca-Cola, baby. And finally, the throw down to second, and we're just about set.
Center fielder number 2, Jaden Temez.
Temez second on the team in district with a .412 average. Once again, .311 on the season, and tied with Stafford for the most hits in district competition. The senior center fielder will try to get us something started here in this CMC Recycling first inning. Temez, the right-hander, steps in. Aiken's the right-hander for them as well. And the first pitch coming up momentarily here. Aikens very deliberate on that delivery and throws a first pitch fastball in there for a strike to Temez, and we are underway in the bottom of the first inning. Once again, brought to you by CMC Recycling. 0-1 count to Temez, and that ball is laced into left center field, and that's going to be down. It's a lead-off single right there for Jaden Temez, and the Lufkin Panthers got something working in the first.
Panthers shortstop, number 5, Grant Stafford.
And that'll bring up one of the top sophomores in the state, not only in the area. Grant Stafford hitting .538 in district, 14 hits, 17 runs, and 12 RBIs, a couple of bombs, 15 walks as well for the sophomore, and batting over .400 on the season. Steps in from the left side, runner on first, and nobody out for Stafford. Aiken's first pitch, and it is off speed, and Stafford well out in front of the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Grant looking for something he could drill over that Whataburger sign in right field, way out in front of the off-speed pitch. Holding a runner on at first over there is Smith. Aiken checks over his shoulder now from the stretch, and that's going to be way outside to Stafford, 1-1. Double play depth up the middle here for the Bobcats. Chappell and Smith even at the corners. And the 1-1 to Stafford. That's going to be inside. I believe it hit him, and it did. That will be the 4th hit pitch of this district campaign to Stafford. And the Panthers have got runners on first and second now, with nobody out, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Jace Camp. Camp batting .342 in district, second on the team with 13 hits. Scored 14 runs, which is second, driven in 9 RBIs as well, which is third. Trying to add to that. 2 on and nobody out now for the senior third baseman. Squares around early to bunts, got the infield on the move. First baseman Smith tight. First pitch bunted down the third base line. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It will not. It rolls foul. And it'll be 0-1. Boy, that was going to be problems for Chappell over there at third base, but he did a very heads-up play, letting that thing roll foul. And we'll have to do it again. It's 0-1 to count now to Camp. Jake Bowers, the senior catcher, on deck. Jack has been on fire as of late, hoping to come up with a run already in. Camp squares around early once again. The big first baseman Smith lumbering in. Here's the 0-1 curveball way outside, and it's 1-1 to Camp. Good eye there by Camp. Pulled it back quickly as that pitch was way outside. It's 1-1. Camp in the very back of that box. Now scoots up toward the front. Squares around early to show again. Tries to bunt it again, and this time not very successful. Fouls it straight back, and it's 1-2. Coach Cobb really likes to put that ball in play and get base runners moving and get those pitch counts up as well. And very successful tenure over the 11 years as head coach of the Panthers. Camp will show once again early, see what's on. He will try to bunt it, and he does bunt it to the right side. He'll have no place but to go to first. Good play there by Aiken on the mound. But he will throw it to first base over to Smith to get the first out of the inning. Sack bunt for out number 1. Temez over to third, and Stafford out to second. And here comes the big man, Jack Bauer, stepping in. 290 on the season. He's driven in 12. That is tied for the team lead. A big hit right here would put him in the undisputed team leader in district of RBIs. Him and Grant tied with 12 at the moment. The senior catcher steps in from the right side. Excuse me, from the left side. And there's a line drive up the middle, baby. That's going to score one for sure. I don't know if it'll get 2 in. They're going to throw behind him back to third. Good save there, but it is an RBI single by Jack Bowers, and that gets the Panthers on the board first here, 1-0 in our CMC Recycling first inning.
Number 7, Matt Slayton.
Big hit there by the senior. Temez comes in to score. Stafford's over at third. We got a courtesy runner coming in for Bowers over there at first base. I believe that was Rocco Farrell. So Farrell will be running for Bowers at first. Stafford's at third, and that'll bring up the big sophomore, Max Slayton. Slayton from the right side, runners on the corners. We do have an out. Mac batting .250 in district play, scored 7, driven in 9. He does have 5 extra base hits through the 12 ball games. The sophomore stepping in from the right side. First pitch, squares around a bunt, pulls back on the curveball, throw down to first, gets away from Smith at first, and the heads up Stafford will speed home from third, and that'll get a run in, and it is 2-0. Stafford's got all the speed in the world, but he's also got all of the baseball sense as well, and not a better base runner out there than Grant Stafford. He is in, and it is 2-0. 0-1 the count. I do believe that was a strike that broke in there to Slayton. 1 out still. Runner off at first base, fastball. Looked to be maybe a hit and run called there by Coach Cobb. It'll be 0-2. Ryan Rasmussen, our right fielder, the senior, will be up next. Just 1 out. Slayton does have 9 RBIs on the season. Throw over to first base as Farrell with a lot of speed over there. Courtesy running for Bowers, who got the big hit to get us on the board. Squaring around a bunt once again here. Pulls back on the slash, fouls it back off the front of the bat. It'll be 0-2. Led off with a single by Temez. Stafford was hit by a pitch. Both have come in to score. They were bunted over by Camp. Another throw to first base. This time Smith's able to haul it in. 2 hits in the inning. Another throw to first base. Farrell has pitched a tent in the dome of Aiken up there. That is for certain. A big 3-stamp lead over there at first base. He is not going. Off-speed pitch drilled right at the second baseman, Sewers. He'll go to second for one. Double clutch. They will not get the double play. Good slide out there by Farrell to break that up, but it will be a fielder's choice.
Ryan Rasmussen.
And Slayton will be on first base with 2 outs now, and that'll bring up the senior right fielder, Ryan Rasmussen. Rasmussen batting .333 in district competition. Driven in 5, scored 10 hits, scored 8, and driven in 5. Also third on the team with 7 walks. Been plunked once. And the first pitch to Rasmussen almost got up in under that chin. It's 1-0. Damian Diaz, the senior DH, would be next. Coach John Cobb's squad has played it 2 here in the CMC Recycling first inning. Good start. And the 1-0 at 2 is well up and in, 2-0. Got a chance to come out and watch my boy Paxton Cook throw for the JV this afternoon. Did a phenomenal job. 2-0 pitch. That is right down Broadway, 2-1. Rasmussen probably had the take sign on with a little bit of wildness on those first 2 pitches from Akins. We shall see. 2-1 now the count, however, and see how Coach Cobb goes with this. Runner at first base. There is 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch is up and out for ball 3. Lufkin has 2 hits this inning, hit by a batter and a sac bunt. Tamea Stafford have come across. The 3-1 to Rasmussen. And that's going to be well inside for ball 4. The first walk issued of the ball game as Slayton will head down to second.
Panthers designated hitter number 8, Damian Diaz.
And Diaz, the senior, will come to the plate with 2 on and 2 out, batting .250 in district competition. He has scored 11 runs and driven in 3. Coach Cobb having a word with the official there. Not exactly sure what that's about. Diaz, our DH, looking to get a little Morgan Insurance runs coming in here early on. Second or the first inning. 2 already in for LP. Diaz with those bright yellow batting gloves looking good from the right side. And the first pitch, he leaned into it, didn't get the contact, 1-0. Akins kind of came inside with a breaking ball that forgot to break, but it did not grab any of Diaz, and catcher Smith comes out with some signals. Soriano on deck. 7th batter of the inning for the Pack. And the 1-0. That's out. Ooh, nope, he got the call on the outside corner, 1-1. Diaz back at it. 1-1 here from Aiken. Another breaking ball hit hard to the right side. Second baseman Sewers fields it cleanly, fires it over to Smith. And that'll do it on the 4-3 put out for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Panthers get 2 hits, a walk, a hit batsman, and the big hit came by Bowers. We get a couple runs. That's most important. We lead it 2-0. We are ahead of the 2nd inning, brought to you by CMC Recycling. We'll be back right after this.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Bobcats, left fielder number 6, Trenton Johnson.
And welcome back as we move into our Hancock Insurance second inning. See Mr. Hancock and Jaylen Mark and all the fine folks at Hancock Insurance, your all-state dealer. We move into the top of the second inning. It'll be 3-4-5 here for the Bobcats. Johnson, Chappell, and Stuckey. They were 1-2-3 in the first inning, and Cordova only needed 6 pitches to get out of that first inning. And the first one to Johnson, the left fielder, is in for a strike. There's a good pitch right on the outside corner, and Cordova now up in the count 0-2. Again, 3-0 in district competition for Cordova. 15 in the third innings, only 1 earned run. 0-2 pitch, and that is drilled straight back off the face mask of our catcher, Jack Bowers. Johnson, the left fielder, tippy-toeing back into that right-handed batter's box and now steps back out. Now he's set. 0-2 pitch. And the breaking ball, that's going to be a little bit low. Good stop there by Bowers. It'll be 1-2. Hancock Insurance second inning. You see it right there on our scoreboard. Austin Bank. There's a pop fly to the right side. Will stay in fair territory. Serrano and Bowers over here by their dugout. And Bowers with a great catch. What a play by the senior. Bowers kind of over the shoulder, hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Number 4, Cade Chappell.
F2 for out number 1. First pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. Want to know the count now to Cade Chappell. Chappell, the third baseman for Coach Watley's squad. The 1-0 pitch, and that's a big swing and a miss there by Chappell, 1-1. That one's just a bit outside. 2-1 the count now to Chappell. The center fielder, Stuckey, on deck. Cordova with a 2-1 count. And that is a little tight. And the first 3-ball count of the night. 3-1 pitch, and did he go? Yes, not only did he go, he fouled it off. It would have definitely been ball 4 and their first base runner, but Chappell could not hold back and tips it off the end of his bat, goes to the backstop, 3-2 count. Cordova from the first base side of the rubber induces a pop-up down the right field line. I don't think he's going to play. Watch up over there, Serrano. Head first right into the fencing. Good effort. But that fence is going to win 99 out of 100. Count remains at 3-2. And the pitch from Cordova. This one should stay in play. Popped it up to the right side. Coming in is Mac Slayton. There's Stafford. Stafford calls him off, and they have a miscommunication there. And that is not going to play well there. That was a very high pop fly on the first base side of the rubber. Cordova did the smart thing and get the heck out of the way, but Slayton had it called and Stafford had it called, and the next thing I know, it's hopping harmlessly over on the turf, and it's going to go down as a double, unfortunately. No one touched it, so you got to give them a hit. And they got a runner in scoring position just like that. The center fielder, Stuckey, steps in, and the first pitch is a curve in the dirt for ball 1. And there's a big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. And spin move by Cordova out to second base. Not in time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There, it's in the inside corner for a strike. Boy, Stuckey kind of gave old Blue a "are you kidding me" look there. Rolled of the eyes. See him a lot of times at the house, but he steps back in with a 1-2 count. Cordova checks out the second, comes with a pitch. Good stop by Bowers behind the plate. It is low in the dirt for ball 2. And it'll be a 2-2 count now. Runner at second base, 1 out. And the pitch from Cordova on the outside corner. Whataburger strikeout. Took it looking. The big center fielder goes down with the backwards K variety for out number 2. And that will bring up the first baseman, Smith. 2 outs for Cordova. Still working from the stretch here. And will spin move out to second base, but he'll hold it. Slayton jockeying with him out there, trying to keep him close. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss by Smith. He tried to put the slow pitch softball swing on that one and belted over that scoreboard and left, but could not quite catch up to it. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 off-speed pitch way out in front of the Uncle Charlie there from Cordova. And now Smith is going to step in going, my goodness, what's coming next? Tardy on the fastball, early on the curveball. Which way will Cordova come with it? Here's the 0-2 pitch from the senior. Comes back with a change of the curveball and struck him out. Back-to-back Whataburger strikeouts there for Cordova. 2 innings, he gives up a double, but it wasn't his fault. And we are halfway through our Hancock Insurance second inning. The Lufkin Panthers leading it 2-0 and come to bat here in the Hancock Insurance second inning. We'll be back right after this.
Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back the pack.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
And welcome back as we move into inning number 2, the bottom of inning number 2, our Hancock Insurance second inning. It'll be Serrano, Fitzgerald, and back to the top of the order, and Tamez here in the second inning. Lufkin leading it 2-0. First pitch on the outside corner, allegedly, for a strike to Serrano. The Panthers got 2 hits, a walk, and were hit by a pitch, and most importantly, got 2 runs there in the first inning. We lead it 2-0. Serrano stepping in. And that is right there in the same spot, same result, 0-2. Serrano third on the team in RBIs with 10. And he's down on the count 0-2. And the pitch fouled off to the right side, out of play, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch here to Serrano. That ball's played or hit hard down the right field line, but it will be foul. 0-2 pitch to Serrano, way upstairs, and it'll be 1-2 now. 2 foul balls, be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Serrano from the right side gets a piece of that one, drills it to the third baseman. He's going to have to hurry, throws across the diamond. Chappell to Smith, and they'll get Serrano by a couple of steps. 5-3 for out number 1. And that'll bring up the freshman, Sam Fitzgerald. Might be a freshman, but he has been raking, especially of late. 320 in district, 8 hits, 11 runs scored. He's driven in 7. Struck out 7 times, but between hit pitches and walks, that's up to 10. The freshman is having a season. He will step in with 1 out and nobody on base here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Once again, brought to you by Hancock Insurance. Aikens back on the hill, working from the, well, I thought he was going to the stretch, but kind of a 3/4 windup, if you will. First pitch to Fitzgerald, out in front of the off-speed pitch. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner, 0-2. Coach Cobb down there in that third base box. Coach Freer, former Nacogdoches Dragon coach, in the first base box. They can't give him that call, 1-2. Coach Freer's first year here in Lufkin. And that's outside, 2-2. And Aikens will step off. Didn't like what he saw. Two to Fitzgerald, breaking pitch, and he's going to strike out over the top of that. It'll be a Whataburger strikeout, first of the night for Aiken. That was a really good breaking ball there from Aikens, and Fitzgerald in protection mode, couldn't get a piece of it. And that'll bring up Jaden Temez, who led this game off with a single, and he came around to score on the hit by Jack Bowers. And the first pitch, that's got the same breaking ball. It's outside for ball 1. Temez on the second pitch he saw on that first at bat, laced it into left center field. That one's way outside, and it's quickly 2-0, back to the top of the order again. Should he reach the super sophomore, Grant Stafford would be next. (19-7) on the year for the Panthers. Have not, outside of 2 losses to White House, have not lost another game out over a month. White House, the only team in district undefeated. That one to Temez is upstairs, and it's 3-0. Follow through has been called. 3-0 pitch is outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs to Temez. Second walk of the ball game issued there by Aiken.
Number 5, Grant Stafford.
And this will bring up Grant Stafford, leading us in almost every offensive category to boot. 14 hits, 17, now 18 runs scored. He's got 7 extra base hits out of that 14. And, oh, by the way, 15 walks with a .538 average coming into the night. He was hit by a pitch in the first at bat. First pitch to the sophomore. Laces it. Second baseman is there. That is Sewers. Makes a great play on the laser and flips it over to Haynes to get the force out. Man, oh, man. Stafford hit it right on the money, but a great play by Sewers. Gets them out of the inning. 4-6 for the out 3. And that'll do it for the Hancock Insurance second inning. Lufkin leading it 2-0. We're headed to the third here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. He got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
Now batting for the Bobcats, right fielder number 3, Landon Vineyard.
Welcome back to our third inning. We're brought to you by St. Luke's Health Memorial. Bringing you Lufkin Panther baseball here. Third inning action. And it will be 8-9-1 in the lineup here for Hallsville. Vineyard, the right fielder, will lead things off. And first pitch in from the senior for strike one. Cordova has given up one hit and struck out 2. There's a chopper to the right side. Serrano will field it on a candy hop and take 3 steps forward, step on first base, and we got a quick out here in the third inning.
Second baseman number 10, Cole Sellers.
3 unassisted there for Serrano at first base. Sewers will step in, the second baseman, batting in the 9-hole. Cordova has been really good thus far. First pitch, he squares around a bunt, push bunt right to the pitcher. Cordova underhands it to Serrano. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the third inning. 1-3 for the putout.
Dunn Smith.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Smith. He flew out to right field to Rasmussen to start this game off back in the first inning. Second pitch he saw. And the first pitch from Cordova popped back out of play. It's 0-1. Cordova working on this ERA, which is sub-1 coming into the night. 0.46, 0-1 upstairs, 1-1. He's given up a hit, but it was a high, towering pop-up on the infield that really should have been an E, but if no one touches it, it goes down as a hit. That has been it thus far for Cordova. 1-1 pitch. That could be a legitimate hit, and it is. Laced into right center field. Tamez will cut it off before it can get to the alley. Fires it in quick to Slayton, and it will hold Smith to a 1-out or 2-out single. Good job of hitting there by the catcher, Smith. Laces that ball into right center. Give Tamez some credit. He got a great jump on it and kept it off the fence. Get a courtesy runner coming in here for the catcher. And that will bring up the shortstop, Haynes, who...
Pitch runner for the Bobcats, number 8, Christian Martin.
He grounded out to Stafford back in the first inning. Runner on first now and 2 outs for Cordova. First pitch tight there to Haynes, 1-0. Go over to first base, not in time. That's Christian Martin over there. Once again, courtesy running for the catcher. And that's going to be fisted right side. Jack Bowers and Serrano giving chase. Not enough room to haul that in. It'll be 1-1. Another foul back out of play. 1-2 the count. Haynes, a 2-hole batter in the lineup here for these Bobcats. We have had some epic battles over the last 18 years I've been here with these Bobcats. I can promise you that. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Cordova with another Whataburger strikeout. That'll be his third of the ball game, and that'll do it for the Bobcats here in the third inning. The Panthers are coming to bat in the third. We lead it 2-0. St. Luke's Health Memorial, third inning. Coming back at you right after this.
For the first day of school. For the last day of work. For the satisfaction of a job well done. For the ideas that change the world. For good times. For not so good times. For her future and hers and his. For serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Need top-notch drafting services? B Square Design has been serving Texas for 11 years with commercial and residential drafting that stands out. With 40 years of combined experience, our friendly, knowledgeable team is ready to help you bring your project to life. From cutting-edge software to large format printing, we've got the tools to get it done. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote and consultation. B Square Design, your trusted partner in design excellence. Proud sponsor of Lufkin Panther Sports on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up.
Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of this third inning. Lufkin leading it 2-0. Jace Camp leading things off here for Lufkin in the third inning. He laid down a perfect sack bunt bat in the first inning, and it paid dividends as Bowers drove in the run right after that. There's a good pitch over the curveball and evens it up at 1-1 now to Camp. Once again, Camp batting .342 in district competition, second on the team in hits and runs scored. Very productive senior out of that 3-hole. 1-1 pitch, and that's upstairs. 2-1 now to our senior third baseman. And the 2-1 pitch, that's hit high and far to deep right field, slicing into foul territory, and it will fall on that track over there, evening it up at 2-2 now to Camp. It'll be Camp, Bowers, and Slayton here. 3-4-5 for the Panthers in the third inning. Once again, brought to you by St. Luke's Health Memorial. Camp, and hits that curveball out to center field. Stuckey coming in, won't be much of a problem there. Makes it right on top of the LP in center field, and that'll be an FH.
21, Jack Bowers.
For out number one. Jack Bowers will step in. He had a big RBI single in the first inning. He drove in Temez for the first run of the ball game. He'll bat here in the third inning. St. Luke's Health Memorial with one out and nobody on. And hits that one hard, but right at the second baseman. Sellers backhands it, throws it over to Smith at first base, and they too have got two quick outs here in the third inning.
Second baseman, number 7, Matt Slayton.
F3 on the putout. Bowers now with 13 RBIs in district after that first inning hit. It leads the team in the most important category, RBIs. And that'll bring up Max Slayton. He reached on the fielder's choice back in the first inning. First pitch well outside to the sophomore. Has had a phenomenal season here for Coach Cobb. Driven in 9 runs in the 12 ball games. 1-0 pitch. There's a good fastball in the inside corner. Mac took it, and it's 1-1. One of 2 sophomores and a freshman in the lineup for Coach Cobb. And the one pitch. There's a line drive into left field, and it's another hit for the big sophomore, Max Slayton from the right side. 2-out single here for the sophomore.
Right fielder number 4, Ryan Rasmussen.
And that'll bring up the senior right fielder, Ryan Rasmussen. Walked in the first inning. Stranded over there when Diaz grounded out behind him. Panthers trying to get a little 2-out rally here. 2 quick outs by Camp and Bowers, but a 2-out single to left by Slayton. And the first pitch to Rasmussen, curveball outside for ball one. Rasmussen batting from the right side. Aiken from the stretch. Checks over at left shoulder and over to first base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be low. Gets away for ball two. Slayton was already headed back to second. Caromed away a little bit from Smith behind the plate. Two-0 countdown. Slayton with a three-step lead at first base, barely to the cutout. And the 2-0 pitch way inside to Rasmussen, and it's 3-0. Damian Diaz, once again, the DH is on deck. And timeout's called. And the 3-0. Just a bit outside.
Panthers designated hitter number 8, Damian Diaz.
That'll be the third walk issued by Aiken tonight to go along with our 3 hits. He's also hit one, and that'll bring up Diaz, who grounded out the second again. Back in the first inning to end the first inning. He will have a chance here to get a hit and add to that RBI total. Batting .250 in district play. Diaz back in. Second at bat of the ball game. And the first pitch, that's going to be low and outside for ball one. Serrano would be next. 1-0 pitch, that almost hit him on that front left hip. Damian's able to get out of the way there, and now all of a sudden, Aiken has thrown 6 consecutive balls. Two and 0 count. Diaz will step back in. And the 2-0. That is called a strike on the inside corner. Boy, Diaz must be right on top of the plate because that looked like it was tight, but can't get a view of that inside corner. Umpire's right there. Called it a strike. It's 2-1 now to Diaz. And there's a breaking ball. That's definitely in for a strike, and it's quickly 2-2. Not sure what Smith said to Aiken, but he ought to bottle it up. And the 2-2 pitch with 2 on base. And it's another breaking ball drilled right up the middle. Great job of hitting there by Diaz. We're going to have ourselves a play at the plate. They don't cut it off. He's safe. The throw was to the first base side of the plate, and that enabled Slayton to slide in easily for the third run of the ball game, and a huge hit by Diaz. RBI there for the DH, and we lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up Francisco Soriano. Grounded out to third back in the first inning. He's got runners at first and second now, trying to blow this game open. There's a chopper to the third baseman, and he will just grab that step on third base for Chapel, and that will force out Rasmussen. But we get a couple hits, a walk, and most importantly, a run. That'll do it for the St. Luke's Health Memorial third inning. We lead it 3-0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash, give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
Designated hitter number 18, Tyler Durrett.
And welcome back as we move into our Laird Homes fourth inning. As you see it there on our Austin Bank scoreboard. It'll be the DH 3-hole hitter Durrett, Johnson, and Chappell here in the fourth inning. Once again brought to you by Laird Homes of Lufkin. And the first pitch from Cordova is outside. Boy, Cordova, 36 pitches by my count through 3 innings. He's given up 2 hits and struck out 3. He has been magnificent. 1-0 pitch here is going to be low, and he is behind in the count now, 2-0. Camp comes in to have a little word with Cordova after tossing 2 balls to start this fourth inning. Once again brought to you by Laird Homes of Lufkin. And the 2-0 pitch is, boy, he wanted to call a strike. He jumped back and cocked that right hand, but then decided against it. It's 3-0. The 3-0 pitch low, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Cordova to start off the fourth inning.
Number 6, Trenton Johnson.
That'll bring up Trenton Johnson, who popped up to Bowers. And that'll bring Coach Eberlin, the pitching coach, out quickly after 4 straight balls to have a word with Cordova. Again, our next broadcast will be Friday night on the road at Texarkana, Texas High. The Tigers. First pitch slated for 5:30. Will be on the air about 5:20 with the Ralph and Keku, or the Cafe Del Rio pregame show. And that's going to be the game. Even win or lose here tonight, we need to win that game, and it will lock down the number 1 seed in Big School State playoffs, which will start about 2 weeks from Thursday for the boys. We've got 3 games remaining after this one. Regular season wraps up a week from Friday at Marshall. So Johnson, the left fielder, will step in. First pitch to Johnson. That ball is hammered into the concession area down the left field line for strike 1. Johnson, the big left fielder, steps into the right-handed batter's box. And the 0-1 from Cordova, a little bit upstairs. Bowers hops up like he's going to fire one down to first base, but decides to hold on to it at the last moment. It's 1-1. One pitch, that's low and outside. 2-1 now as Cordova goes through 3 innings without much drama. But we're getting a little drama here in the 4th. Checks over to first base. 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner. 2-2. Nothing a little 6-4-3 couldn't cure. And timeout called and given by Johnson. Hallsville team's got some pretty big kids on it. They must have picked up a few off that Bobcat offensive line. 2-2 pitch. That ball's popped up high into the sky. Slayton drifting back into shallow center. Finally called off. Whoa, Tamez with a snow cone catch in shallow center field. Boy, I guess nobody wants Slayton to catch a pop-up. That's the second one he's been called off of tonight. This one's a little bit more successful. Tamez covers about half a football field out there and hauls it in. It goes down as a simple F8 for out number one. That'll bring up Chappell, who doubled to right center field. The only true hit of this ball game for these Bobcats. First pitch over the outside corner for strike one. And the 0-1 pitch coming in. That's going to be low. Good stop again by Bowers. The senior catcher does a phenomenal job. Straight to the knees and keeps it in front. No one's able to advance the 90 feet. And the 1-1 pitch, and that is in high and tight. 2-1 now to Chappell. 5-hole hitter in the lineup. Two 2-1 count now from the stretch. And a little too much time taken to the liking of Chappell. Two 2-1 pitch. That is off the handle. Again, shallow center field, but not that far back. And Stafford will retreat about 10 yards and haul it in. Good catch there by our shortstop for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the center fielder Stuckey. Struck out looking on a 2-2 fastball in the outside corner, which he did not like the call there in the second inning. First pitch from Cordova. That's a good curveball, but it breaks too much outside. 1-0. Fastball in the outside corner once again. Stuckey. That was right about where it was when it was called strike three in his first at bat. 1-1 count now to their 6-hole hitter. That's going to be low. Boy, once again, a great stop by Bowers. Goes down and keeps that in front. He is a brick wall behind the plate. Two-1. Cordova checks over, comes with the pitch on that outside corner again. Stuckey can't get a piece of it. Swings and misses, and it's 2-2. Cordova, after the first leadoff walk, trying to get out of here with 3 straight. And the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, and he just got a piece of it. Stuckey stays alive for the moment. And the 2-2 pitch, fouled him off again. I had Cordova at 36 pitches coming into this fourth inning. And the 2-2 breaking ball popped him up deep to left field. Going back, and he cannot get there. Fitzgerald, and that ball is going to hop over the wall, and that will save us a run. Fitzgerald was on his horse out there by that JM Chevrolet sign. In between that and the Lufkin Coca-Cola sign in left center field, it looked to me like he had popped that thing up, but that is not the case. Stuckey got all that ball. And one hopped it over the field. It's a ground rule double. And again, for the moment, saves us a run, because if it stays in the park, it's definitely Durrett scoring from first. So now they're looking at second and third, and the big first baseman, Smith, who struck out swinging on 3 curveballs in the second inning, steps in. And there's a fastball upstairs for ball one. Just didn't sound like he hit enough of that ball, but boy, oh boy, I was wrong. 1-0 pitch now. A little bit of more trouble here in this Laird Homes of Lufkin fourth inning. Fastball in the outside corner. Great pitch. Evens the count up at 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. That ball's hit hard down the right field line, but that will slice foul. And it'll be 1-2 now. One-two pitch, breaking ball, just got a piece of it. Smith fouled it back off the very tip of his end of his bat. Cordova a strike away from getting out of his first jam of the night. Checks over to third base. Here is the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball well inside, and it's 2-2. Smith, the 7-hole hitter in the lineup. And the 2-2. Another breaking ball. Another great job by Bowers to keep it in front, but it was definitely short, and we got ourselves a full count. And the 3-2 from Cordova got a ground ball right to Mack at second base. Slayton over to first, and that'll get him. Good play there by Max Slayton over to Serrano, and that'll do it for the Jam here in the fourth inning. They get some action, a walk and a double, but no runs to go with it. Halfway through our Laird Homes of Lufkin fourth inning, we lead it 3-0 coming to bat here on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up.
Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Red 18. This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Selling 44.
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho.
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly.
You can share a Coke with a coach, a mascot, or an MVP.
Chili, chili, chili.
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Turbo.
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike.
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious.
Share a Coke is back for the fall football season. We all know what comes with being a fan. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Whether you've just won a big game and want to celebrate with fellow fans, or want to share a Coke with your best friend whose team just lost against their arch rival, Coca-Cola has something for you. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or best friend this season.
And welcome back as we move into the bottom half of the fifth inning. Or excuse me, the fourth inning. Laird Homes of Lufkin, fourth inning. Lufkin leading at 4-0. Or 3-0. I'll get it right here in a second. And Sam Fitzgerald, the freshman, will lead things off here in the fourth inning. 9-1-2 for Lufkin as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Brought to you by Laird Homes of Lufkin. You see that score right there on your Austin Bank scoreboard. My man, Mr. Luce and the guys, taking care of all your banking needs. That is Austin Bank. And the first pitch to Fitzgerald is inside for ball one. And the 1-0 pitch. That might have hit him. Sam able to get out of the way there. Two in a row that he has had to duck. 2-0 count to the freshman left fielder. And that one, too, is inside, and it's 3-0. None of them very close either. 3-0 pitch coming in. And that is going to hit him. If I didn't know any better, I would think they were throwing at him.
Panthers center fielder number 2, Jaden Tamez.
4 pitches, all of them close to hitting him. The 4th one finally does plunk him. And if that wasn't on purpose, I'm not sure. I don't know what is. Here's the second person he's hit tonight. Hit Stafford in the first inning. And kind of tried to hit Fitzgerald on all 4 pitches there. As now we got a meeting of the minds. Watley comes out. So we'll head to the top of the order, and Jaden Tamez will step in. Tamez singled in the first, came around to score, and was walked in the second. Runner on first and nobody out. Throw over, and it gets away from the first baseman, and oh boy, I thought he was going to try to. The speedy Fitzgerald thought about racing over to second base, but with nobody out, the freshman decided, let's wait and see. 3-0 your score here. The Panthers batting in the home half of the 4th inning, brought to you by Layered Homes of Lufkin. My man Kevin Brown and the guys. Squares around early to bunt, does Tamez, lays down a perfect bunt to the pitcher. He goes out to second. Oh, it's close. I don't know if he got him or not. They are going to say that they got him by half a step at second base. It was just a little bit hard on the bunt by Tamez.
Number 5, Grant Stafford.
I thought it was enough to get everybody safe, but a great play there made by Aiken to go to second base and get the out. 1-6 for out number 1. That was one heck of a play by their pitcher. And that'll bring up Grant Stafford, runner on first base, reached on a fielder's choice, hit by a pitch in the first inning, and came around to score the second run of the game on the throwing error by the pitcher over to first base. Stafford looking for his first hit tonight. Takes that one for what is called a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Stafford officially 0-for-1 tonight. Needs to get a hit here to work on that .538 batting average here in District 10 5A play. Protects his runner on a pitch that was a good foot outside. Swings over the top of it. He's going to be down in the count 0-2 as Tamez swipes second base for the stolen base. Runner now in scoring position. It is 0-2 now to Stafford, who has only 2 strikeouts in district play. He's been hit more than he struck out. 4-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Checks his swing as the fastball comes in and up. It's 1-2. Stafford, the district newcomer of the year last year as a freshman. Trying to gain some more hardware here as a sophomore. He's batting from the left side. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's a chopper right back up the middle, but no, Aiken can't get a glove on it, and it'll go into center field. That is going to be a hit for Stafford. It looked like he was going to get a glove on, but he reached back across his body and could not get it. That's going to be a one-out single for Stafford. Tamez over to third. And the Panthers trying to add to this 3-0 lead with runners on the corner. And our cleanup batter, Jace Camp, headed to the plate. Sack bunt in the first inning and flew out to center in the third. He and Bowers have really done a great job there in the middle of that lineup, producing some runs. Camp with 9 RBIs and Bowers now with 13 in district play. 1 out in the inning. Camp squares around a bunt fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Might have been a little safety squeeze there as Temez has got great wheels. I don't know if Coach Cobb could handpick any two more players out of his dugout to have more speed and base running knowledge than what he's got on right there. Temez at third and Stafford over at first. 0-1 count now to Camp. And the pitch, high and tight, 1-1. Surely we'll see the patented fake the third and first pickoff play. You see it every time somebody's in a little bit of trouble. Never works, however. And the 1-1 from Aiken. That is way inside with the fastball, 2-1. Aiken has either decided to work the inner part of the plate or has decided to pluck a few Panthers. He's gotten two so far. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner, kind of set Camp up there. Came in tight with a fastball, then threw a breaking pitch over the outside corner. Great job there by Aiken. Evens a count up at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, and he struck him out. He can't run. There was a runner on first base. It will get Stafford down to second. It'll be the second Whataburger strikeout of the ball game for Aiken. And it'll bring up Jack Bowers.
Panthers catcher number 21, Jack Bowers.
Bowers had an RBI single with the one out in that first inning, then grounded out the second in the third. He will try to really do some damage right here. He got his team leading 13th RBI in the first inning. Maybe he can have 15 with a go shopping at the gap right here. First pitch, oh, it's going to get away from the catchers. Anybody going to cover home? They are not. It was a good breaking ball that Bowers was out in front of, but Smith couldn't get a glove on it, and Temez comes in to score from third. And it is 4-0 Panthers. Stafford hustled over to third, and he was about a foot away from scoring as well, as Aiken had to go off the turf to get that throw from the catcher that was wide. He did a great job. 0-1 count now to Bowers. 2 outs here in the inning. Bowers from the left side. 0-1 pitch, and that is low and inside. 1-1 now to our senior catcher. Panthers looking for their 20th win of the season tonight. Got a great start. 4-0. And there's a pop fly, shallow left field. Is it going to get down? It is not. Good job out there by Johnson to haul it in. That'll go down as an F7 for out number 3. But the Panthers get a hit batsman, a hit, and a wild pitch, and most importantly, a run. We lead it 4-0. That'll do it for the Layered Homes of Lufkin 4th inning. We're headed to the 5th. Panthers lead at 4-0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back the pack.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
Now batting for the Bobcats, right fielder number 3, Landon Vineyard.
And welcome back. We jump into the fifth inning. Fifth inning action brought to you by B Square Design. And it'll be 8-9-1 here for the Bobcats in the fifth. Pops him up, out of play on the first pitch. Cordova had a little bit of anxiousness back there in the fourth inning, but overall 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk allowed, 64 pitches coming into this fifth inning for Cordova, who is outside of that one hard hit ball by Stuckey, has been great. 0-1 pitch, and that ball's fouled back out of play as well. It's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch from Cordova. Ground ball, right side out of play. Vineyard, Sellers, and back to the top of the order here in the fifth inning. It'll be Smith. Got one of their 3 hits. Vineyard grounded out to the first baseman. Serrano unassisted back in his only previous at bat. And the 0-2. Just inside for ball 1. Back in action Friday night where the Panthers can lock up their playoff position with a win on the road at Texas High. It's going to be tough. Everyone will know the stakes. And the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive to the right side. Slayton is there, fires it over to Serrano, and we got a quick out here. 4-3 for out number 1. Panther defense looking pretty good here. Outside of that pop-up, we kind of butchered up in the second inning. That'll bring up Sellers, the second baseman. He grounded back to Cordova back in the first or the third inning. Your B Square Design fifth inning action. And the first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Cordova got a little playoff experience last year in the big series against Forney in that first game. 0-1 pitch. There's a pop-up off the handle. Good hustle there by Bowers, but he cannot quite get there. 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2 the count. And the 0-2 pitch. Good job again. Bowers behind the plate. Keeps it in front. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Again upstairs. 2-2. Another one low and outside. 3-2 the now after getting up on him 2-0 here. And the 3-2 pitch. Oh, that was close. They're going to call it a ball. And it'll be the second walk of the night by Cordova.
Bobcats catcher number 5, Dunn Smith.
And that'll put a runner on first base with 1 out. us back to the top of the order. And the catcher, Smith, takes that outside for ball one. Flew out to right, got a single. Into right center field. Cordova checks over to second or to first base. He's off with the pitch. There's a big, high, towering fly ball to right center field. Long run for Tamez. He will not get there. That will one hop off the wall. It's going to get a run in. Rounding second base is Smith. He will head back to first. And a double down 4-1 draws a significant celebration out at second base.
Shortstop number 2, Hawk Haynes.
One would have thought it had been a game-tying grand slam. Sellers comes in to score, so the walk does hurt. And they are on the board 4-1. And that'll bring Coach Eberlin out to have a word with Cordova here. 4th hit of the night allowed by Cordova to go along with those 2 walks. That is the first run allowed. 1 out here in the B square design, top of the 5th inning, excuse me. The shortstop Haynes is on deck. Looks like Stafford is getting some warm-up pitches out there at short with Camp. Does not look like to me he is warming up to throw to first base. Just a thought. And Coach Eberlin will make his way back to the dugout. And we are just about set for action. Runner on second base now. 4-1 your score. We got 1 out here in the bottom or the top of the 5th inning. The shortstop, once again, Haynes is in the box. 1 and 2 on the night for him. The 2-hole hitter. Cordova looks that way out to second base, and here's the first pitch. Fastball is low for ball 1. Cordova had a little bit of a struggle with that strike zone in the 4th inning. First 3 innings were nothing short of spectacular. But he got behind in 4 of the 6 batters in the 4th inning and is doing the same thing here in the 5th. 1-0 pitch. And he will spin out to second base, as you see there on your big screen there, provided by all the folks at Jam Digital Media. Takes a village to get this to you. They do a great job. Runner at second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it is a swing and a miss out in front of the off-speed there by Haynes. It's 1-1. And the 1-1. Squares around to bunt. Bunts it right back to Cordova. And he's going to throw to third. And he got him. Boy, with 1 out, I thought we might just get the sure out at first, but Cordova says no thank you. He throws a bullet over to Camp, who blocks the bag and gets the out. Great play there for out number 2. Haynes will be on with the fielder's choice. And now 2 outs with only 1 runner on at first base, and that'll bring up the DH Durrett. Popped up to Stafford in the 1st and walked back in the 4th inning on 4 pitches to lead that 4th inning off. Cordova with a deep breath and throws it away at first base. Serrano will run to the backstop to get it. Coach Cobb out of the dugout, talking to Bowers about something. That's going to be an E1 that allows Haynes out to second base as Cordova tried to throw a snap throw to first base for a pickoff throw, but it got away from him, and not exactly sure what Coach Cobb whispered out to Bowers, but Bowers goes out to relay that message to Cordova. If we go to visit with Cordova again from the dugout, he's going to have to come out of the ball game. We are in the 5th inning. It's your B square design, top of the 5th. Lufkin leading at 4-1. We'll have our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show, of course, with our Ralph and Keku's remarkable replays, and your Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game. And the first pitch coming in here momentarily to Durrett, the DH. On the outside corner, called strike one. Good pitch there by Cordova. And the 0-1 pitch, and that ball's hammered into center field. Tamez thought it was hit hard, now comes in and makes a great catch. Good play out there by the senior center fielder. That'll be an F8. But a good play by Cordova. They get a couple of hits, 1 run, and that'll do it for the top of the 5th inning. Brought to you by B Square Design. Panthers coming to bat in the 5th, leading it 4-1 here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Baseball class.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Now batting for the Panthers, second baseman number 7, Matt Slayton.
And welcome back. We come to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lufkin leading it 4-1. We're brought to you by B Square Design.
Now pitching for the Bobcats, number 1, Preston Thomas.
And they have gone to the bullpen here. And it will be number 1, the left-hander, Preston Thomas, coming in relief of Akins. And his first batter he will see is Max Slayton. First pitch to Slayton is inside for ball 1. Slayton singled with 2 outs in the 3rd inning and eventually came in to score on the Damian Diaz single back in the St. Luke's Health Memorial 3rd inning. He was the 3rd run of the ball game. Also reached on a fielder's choice and is now up in the count 2-0 as we go to the 5th inning. So Thomas enters. Close the book here on Akins. He will give up 5 hits. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. 5 hits, 3 walks, hit 2 batters, and struck 2 out for Akins. And the 2-1 pitch, there's a ball fouled out of play. 2-2 now the count to Mack. Another hard ball hit there by Mack. Laced down a play down the right field line. 2-2 now to our sophomore second baseman, Max Slayton. Pulls it back, and it's upstairs. We got a full count to our leadoff batter here in the 5th. Their first run came back in that 5th inning. Stopped a 4 zeros in a row put up there by Cordova. Here's the 3-2 to Slayton. And just out in front of the off-speed pitch, it will be a strikeout. That's going to be the third strikeout of the night for the Lufkin batters.
Right fielder number 4, Ryan Rasmussen.
And that'll bring up Ryan Rasmussen, our senior ranked fielder. He's walked both times in the first and third innings. Been stranded. Well, actually stranded in the first inning, was forced out at third base on the ground out by Serrano in the third. Here's the first pitch. That ball is fouled off from the left-hander Preston Thomas, and it's 1-0. 0-1, excuse me. And the 0-1, just a bit low, 1-1. Damian Diaz on deck. And there's a good fastball. That is into Rasmussen. Under the hands, 1-2 on the inside portion of the plate. Senior right fielder stepping in from the right side. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch now to Slayton. Outside, 3-2. Three-two pitch hammered right at the shortstop, however. Haynes fields it cleanly and fires it over to Smith. Boy, Rasmussen squared that up, but it was right at the shortstop. 6-3 for out number 2. And that'll bring up Damian Diaz. Grounded out to second to end the first inning, but boy, oh boy, did he have a big single up the middle. Had scored Slayton back in the third inning. Got us a 3-run lead. That's foul back. Outside there to Diaz, 1-1. This is Thomas's first inning of work, and he is retired 2 in a row. One pitch. Chopper to the left side. That's going to be foul territory. Chappell at third was there, backhanded, but it was left of the bag when it went past. Sailing past, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch there. Just got a piece of it by Diaz. And the count will remain 1-2. Another foul ball out of play, 1-2 count. Thomas, the lefty, well upstairs. Evens the count up at 2-2. Two pitch. That ball's hit high and towering to left field. The shortstop Haynes is under it and will make the catch in shallow left. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
And if you're wondering what the answer to
F6 for the third out of the inning. And that'll do it for the 5th inning. We are headed to the 6th inning. We're brought to you by B Square Design. Lufkin leading at 4-1. Inning number 6 is next right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Need top-notch drafting services? B Square Design has been serving Texas for 11 years with commercial and residential drafting that stands out. With 40 years of combined experience, our friendly, knowledgeable team is ready to help you bring your project to life. From cutting-edge software to large format printing, we've got the tools to get it done. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote and consultation. B Square Design, your trusted partner in design excellence. Proud sponsor of Lufkin Panther Sports on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Now back for the Bobcats, left fielder number 6, Trenton Johnson.
And welcome back as we move into the Taco Casa 6th inning. And the Panthers have gone to the bullpen themselves, as it looks like Grant Stafford is coming in here to start the 6th inning. Get you Stafford's stats for you here in just a matter of moments. First pitch from the sophomore in for a strike to Johnson. He is the 4-hole hit. It'll be 4-5-6 coming up. And the 0-1. There's a line drive into center field. Tamez shouldn't have much issues with that, and he will not. 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Stafford.
Bobcats third baseman number 4, Cade Chapel.
Stafford with 7 1/3 innings here in district play, it appears. Has not allowed a run, struck out 7, 4 hits and 3 walks, as that's a fast pitch fastball in there for a strike to Chapel. Chapel doubled to right center, or to deep left, or right center, excuse me, and flew out to short. That one's inside 1-1. Stafford does have 2 wins and 2 saves here in district. And the 1-1 pitch. Got him on the corner, 1-2. Good pitch. There's a line drive to third. Strong throw across the diamond there. I believe that is Serrano at third now. Bullet over to Diaz. And that'll be a 5-3 put out for out number 2. Another quick fastball. Boy, Stafford doesn't mess around. Another strike there. Get those defensive substitutions for you here in just a moment. Or not really substitutions. Just a little move around the horn as Diaz comes into the ball game at first. 1 pitch outside from Stafford, 1-1. Camp moves over to second base. Slayton over to short. Serrano to third. And Diaz enters the game as the first baseman. There's a line drive down the line, out of play. And it's 1-2 now to Stuckey, the center fielder. He hit that ball to deep left center field. It was a ground rule double in his last at bat. 2 outs already here in our Taco Casa 6th inning. Lufkin leading at 4-1. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside corner. Struck him out looking, baby. How about a Whataburger backwards K for our man, the sophomore, Grant Stafford. And that will mow down the Bobcats here in the 6th inning. It's Taco Casa style. Panthers coming to bat, leading it 4-1 right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up.
Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning, brought to you by Taco Casa. 8-9-1 for the Panthers here in the sixth inning. We lead it 4-1. And the first pitch is in to Francisco Serrano, and it's 0-1. In for a strike. He's 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to third here for our big first baseman turned third baseman there in the last half inning, and he promptly takes the first 2 pitches in for a strike. It's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch coming in. That's a little low to Serrano, 1-2. Lufkin trying to get our 11th district win out of 13. We will take at least a 3-run lead into the 7th inning. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Serrano. And it's popped back out of play. Down the right field line, the big first baseman Smith gives chase, but to no avail. And that is in for a strike. Serrano takes it a little low and inside, but Blue says not today. That's a strike. And that'll be the first out here of the Taco Casa.
Pinch hitting for the Panthers, number 12,
Sixth inning.
David Fussell.
Fussell will pinch hit here for Fitzgerald. His first plate appearance tonight. Fitzgerald was hit by a pitch and struck out. And Fussell will bat with 1 out and nobody on here in the 6th inning. And the first pitch, that should be outside. And it is ball 1. Second inning of work here for Preston Thomas. And he has retired 4 in a row, 2 via the strikeout. And that's outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Two-one pitch. There's a big cut there by Fussell. Just a little bit empty-handed. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, and that almost hit him. Good fastball there by Thomas, but it was definitely inside, and we have got ourselves a full count. And the pitch from Thomas, going to be a walk. Good job there by Fussell coming in and drawing the walk. That is the fourth walk issued tonight by the Hallsville Bobcat staff. And that'll send us back to the top of the order. Jaden Temez, 1 for 2, walked, scored a couple of runs, stole a base. He has been pretty much everywhere with some great defensive plays tonight as well. Runner at first and 1 out here, bottom of the 6th inning. That's a ball 1 upstairs to our senior center fielder, who has made 2 exceptional plays covering some yardage out there in center field tonight, and actually ran down a hit by them to make it a single and saved a run. 0-1 pitch inside, 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0. Fussell on it first after the pinch hit walk. 2-0 count. And the pitch to Temez, inside out of that swing, fouled it down the first base line, 2-1. And a little hit and run, chopper to third. Chappell climbs the ladder to get it, fires it over to first. What are we doing? We have Fussell over there. I think Fussell thought it was a pop fly, but it hit off the plate and caromed up, and some miscommunication. Fussell thought he needed to go back. It's going to be an unconventional double play. Temez is retired 5-3 for out 2, and then Fussell, a little confusion on the base pass. However, the Panthers are 3 outs away from knocking down a big win over Hallsville. That does it for the Taco Casa 6th inning. Don't go anywhere. 7th inning action is next right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back the pack.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
And welcome back as we move to the 7th inning of action. And it'll be the Texan Credit 7th inning. We do have a pinch hitter here for the Bobcats as Stafford goes out for his 2nd inning of work. And that's going to be number 25. Coming in to pinch hit, that's going to be Slayton Donald. And he will take that one outside, and it's quickly 2-0. Lufkin 3 outs away from knocking down the dub. It is 7-8-9 in the lineup. Stafford came in relief of Cordova in the 6th inning, had a perfect 1-2-3 inning. Now down to the pinch hitter Donald here, 2-0. Fires a fastball in there, it's 2-1. And that's in for a strike, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Stafford goes high with the fastball, and we're going to have ourselves a full count. And the 3-2 from Stafford. Oh, we just got a piece of it. Took a big hack and fouled it just back. 3-2 pitch, chopper to the right side. We're going to have a play. Stafford feels the high hopper and runs to first himself. Stafford, my friends, is everywhere. Takes the high hopper in between first and third in no man's land and just continues his motion all the way over to first base and will get the out for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the 9-0 hitter, Vineyard. And that's in for a strike from Stafford, 0-1. Breaking pitch, breaks too far outside, 1-1. Now Stafford 2 outs away from locking down his third save in district play. One run allowed by Cordova in the 5th inning, and that has been it so far. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper fouled back, 1-2. Stafford working from the stretch now, even with no one on base. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, struck him out. Lunkin gets you some of that from the sophomore. A Whataburger strikeout, backwards cave hit that, and the Bobcats are down to their final out. What a pitch there by the sophomore, dropped in Uncle Charlie. Vineyard did not suspect that. He could do nothing but drop his head and shoulders and walk back to the dugout. Sellers steps in, fastball on the inside corner, strike number 1. Tell you the best thing about Stafford, he gets the ball and is ready to work quick. That is what the defense loves to see. And the 0-1 pitch on the outside corner this time. Now he's painting each corner. Stafford right back up on the rubber. Sellers over there, coach, tell me something, slow this man down. Can't do it. He's back in the box. Stafford already with the sign from Bowers. The 0-2 pitch and timeout's called. I'm telling you. Sellers like, man, we got to do something. Because Uncle Charlie's coming right here, and I'm not going to be able to hit it. Here's the 0-2 from Stafford. Breaking pitch on the inside corner and got him. Back-to-back backward strikeouts. What a burger drive-through style for the sophomore, Grant Stafford. What a pitch. 3 Ks on the night for Stafford. That is 6 total Ks by the Panther pitching staff, and with that win, welcome in. Hold on, let him finish. And welcome into our Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show where the Panthers have just collected their 20th win of the season. What a pitching performance from Stafford and Cordova. Man, oh man, Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show. Let's jump into our Lufkin Coca-Cola postgame stats. Jaden Tamez from the top of that lineup, 1 for 3, scored a couple of runs. Grant Stafford, 1 for 3, he scores a run. Camp goes 0 for 2, but he does lay down a sac fly that led to the run in the first inning. He laid down that perfect sac bunt. Jake Bowers gets the big one-out hit to score the first run of the ball game, and that got us rolling. As a Ralph and K. Coos remarkable replay back from the front first inning. Bowers 1 for 3 on the night, and he did have that first RBI of the ball game. Stafford would come in to score on an error in that inning as well, and we led it 2-0. Also on the night, Max Slayton 1 for 3 on the night. He scored a run as well. Ryan Rasmussen, he goes 0 for 1, but he does walk 2 of his 3 plate appearances. Damian Diaz, 1 of 3. He drove in a run as well. Soriano 0 for 3, and Fitzgerald 0 for 1, but he drew a hit batsman as well and was instrumental in that run in the 4th inning. And, of course, on the mound tonight, Cordova gets the win. He goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits, hits 3 strikeouts, walks 2, gives up the only run of the ballgame there in the 5th inning. And Grant Stafford comes in 6 up, 6 down, striking out 3 of them. And guess what? All 3 Whataburger strikeouts are of the backwards K variety. You know what that means. They looking, baby. Didn't like what they saw. 3 strikeouts for Stafford. And that is your postgame stats brought to you by Lufkin Coca-Cola. And it is time now for our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game. And how can you not go with 2 of them? Our pitchers tonight, the senior Jackson Cordova goes once again 5 innings, striking out 3, only scattering 4 hits and the 1 run. And Grant Stafford collecting the save. Cordova improves to 4-0 in district play, and that ERA will stay below 1 as he has now thrown over 20 innings and given up only 2 earned runs. And Grant Stafford gets his third save here in district play. The sophomore Grant Stafford and our senior Cordova are our Commercial Bank of Texas players of the game. That'll do it here from Lufkin, where the Panthers improve to 20-7 on the year and 11-2 in district play, and they can lock up the number 1 seed in the state playoffs Friday afternoon. The first pitch is slated for 5:30. It's in Texarkana against the Tigers of Texas High, and we'll have it all for you right here on Lufkin Game Time. Surely appreciate everyone tuning us in. Once again, for all the folks at Jam Digital Media, I hope you enjoyed it. Panthers win tonight. They can celebrate it and celebrate a big district number 1 seed in the postseason with a win on Friday. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Gary Ivey Jr. for Lufkin Game Time.